Now let me ask y'all something. You ever seen a holiday so big, so joyful, so full of family, food, and faith that it makes Christmas, Thanksgiving, and your birthday combined look like a practice round? Well, that's Eid for Muslims around the world. Eid ain't just one country, one culture, or one way of celebrating. It's millions of hearts, millions of traditions, all singing the same tune of gratitude, community, and joy. Today, I'm going to take y'all on a journey across continents, from the bustling streets of Cairo to the serene villages of Indonesia, to show you how Muslims truly celebrate Eid. Buckle up, 'cause this is a ride full of love, laughter, and a whole lot of feast. First things first, folks, Eid ain't just about gifts, feasts, or new clothes. Eid, whether it's Eid al-Fitr or Eid al-Adha, is a celebration of gratitude, devotion, and faith. Eid al-Fitr comes right after Ramadan, a month of fasting, reflection, and spiritual growth. It's the reward for patience, discipline, and self-control. Eid al-Adha commemorates Prophet Ibrahim's obedience and willingness to sacrifice, reminding Muslims of devotion and generosity. So while the day is filled with joy, it's also deeply spiritual. Families gather not just to party but to pray together, to share blessings, and to remember the importance of humility, gratitude, and community. That combination of faith and celebration, that's what gives Eid its soul. Now here's something that'll get your attention. The first thing Muslims do on Eid morning is wake up at the crack of dawn, brush their teeth, put on their finest clothes, and head to the mosque or open field for Salat al-Eid, the Eid prayer. Picture this. Thousands of people standing shoulder to shoulder, men on one side, women on the other, all raising their hands in unison, listening to the Imam recite powerful prayers. It's not quiet, there's joy in the air, laughter, greetings of Eid Mubarak exchanged, hugs shared, children running around. And let me tell you, even before breakfast, there's a sense of excitement you can feel in your bones. It's a communal celebration of faith, and it sets the tone for the entire day. Now here's something special about Eid al-Fitr that folks sometimes overlook. It starts with giving. Before the prayer, Muslims are encouraged to give zakat al-Fitr, charity for the poor, usually in the form of food or money. Why? Because Eid ain't just for those who have, it's for everyone. You don't want to be celebrating when your neighbor is hungry, right? This act ensures the less fortunate can join in the festivities, buy new clothes, and enjoy a meal with family. That spirit of inclusivity and generosity makes Eid unique. It teaches gratitude, empathy, and kindness all before the feast even starts. And that, folks, is some life lesson right there, straight from centuries of tradition. Alright, now let's talk clothes. Eid is a day where everyone wants to look their best, but in a way that honors faith and tradition. In South Asia, you'll see women in vibrant salwar kameez or lehenga, men in sherwanis, and kids in colorful attire. In the Middle East, men might wear traditional thobes and women wear elegant abayas with intricate embroidery. Across the world, from Indonesia to Nigeria, new clothes symbolize renewal, cleanliness, and respect for the dead. And here's the fun part. Families often take group photos, share their outfits on social media, and kids excitedly show off their new shoes. Fashion on Eid ain't just about style, it's about pride, tradition, and the joy of presenting your best self to your community. Now let me tell y'all something I love. The food on Eid. After a month of fasting in Ramadan, the first Eid breakfast is nothing short of a celebration. In South Asia, families whip up sheer kurma, a sweet vermicelli dish with milk, nuts, and dates. In the Middle East, there's mamul, date-filled pastries. Turkey has baklava. Morocco has chabakia. Streets smell like spices. Kitchens buzz with activity. And everyone eats together. But it ain't just about filling your stomach. Food on Eid is a symbol of abundance, gratitude, and sharing. Families often prepare extra to give to neighbors and the poor, because Eid joy multiplies when it's shared. And let me tell you, if you've never had a sweet bite on Eid morning, you don't know what happiness tastes like. Now here's one of the best parts of Eid, the family visit. After prayer and breakfast, Muslims hit the road to see relatives, neighbors, and friends. It's a day full of hugs, handshakes, and laughter that you can hear blocks away. Kids run around, cousins chase each other, grandparents offer blessings, and everyone exchanges heartfelt greetings of Eid Mubarak. In some cultures, younger family members bow respectfully to elders and receive Eid money or gifts as a token of love. But it ain't just about gifts, it's about connection. After a month of fasting, reflection, and spiritual focus, this day reinforces family bonds, reminds us of community, and brings generations together. You can feel the love in the air, and let me tell you, it's contagious. That's why Eid feels like the heartbeat of Muslim life. Now listen to this. Eid isn't one size fits all. Every corner of the Muslim world celebrates in its own colorful way. In Indonesia, millions start the day with Shalat al-Eid in huge open fields, then enjoy ketupat, rice cakes wrapped in palm leaves. In Egypt, streets are decorated with lanterns, and children run around carrying sweets. Morocco is famous for elaborate pastries called shabakia, while Turkey celebrates with music and communal feasts. Even in the US and Europe, Muslim communities adapt, combining traditional customs with local culture. Big outdoor prayers, charity events, and family picnics. Across continents, the heart of Eid remains the same: faith, family, generosity, and joy. The diversity of celebration shows the richness of Muslim cultures, while the shared spirit connects millions worldwide. Now y'all, you already know Muslims love food and fun, but here's the real soul of Eid: giving. Both Eid al-Fitr and Eid al-Adha emphasize charity. After the prayers, families give to the poor, ensuring everyone has a joyful day. In some countries, communities organize large-scale food distributions, donate clothes, or support the needy. It's a way of spreading the blessings, reminding everyone that Eid isn't just about personal joy. It's about empathy, care, and community. You can walk through a city on Eid and see volunteers giving out meals or kids delivering gifts. That act of generosity turns celebration into a lesson. Happiness grows when shared, and gratitude becomes tangible. And that, my friends, is what makes Eid truly special. It's about living faith through action. Now let me tell you something magical. The faces of kids on Eid morning. They wake up early, dressed to the nines, and the first thing on their mind, Eid, gifts or money from elders. It could be a crisp note tucked in an envelope, a small toy, or even a new outfit. And the excitement, man, it's like Christmas morning times 100. Parents and grandparents watch with pride as the little ones squeal, jump, and sometimes squeal again when they get more than they expected. But it ain't just about the gift, it's about teaching gratitude, family respect, and the joy of giving and receiving. The laughter, the sparkle in their eyes, the hugs they give. That's the magic that makes Eid unforgettable. Now let me tell y'all something that makes Eid stand out. The markets and street fairs. In cities from Cairo to Jakarta, towns come alive with festive bazaars. Streets overflow with colorful stalls selling sweets, toys, clothes, and decorations. Kids run around, parents bargain, and neighbors catch up while the aroma of grilled meats and fried treats fills the air. It's not just shopping, it's a full-on celebration of culture, food, and community. Musicians play traditional songs, performers entertain, and the entire neighborhood feels like one big family gathering. Even people who don't usually visit the markets come for the energy, laughter, and sense of togetherness. Walk down an Eid street and you feel it in your bones: joy, faith, and culture all wrapped into one vibrant, unforgettable day. Now here's the beautiful part. Eid ain't celebrated the same way everywhere, but the heart stays the same. In Turkey, streets glow with lanterns. Families feast and children dance to folk music. In Indonesia, people gather in massive open fields for prayers, then share special dishes like ketupat and sweet rice cakes. In Nigeria, colorful traditional attire dominates, and communities come together for communal meals and prayers. Even in America and Europe, Muslim communities blend local culture with traditions, hosting outdoor prayers, picnics, and charity events. Every country has its flavor, its customs, its energy, but the love, gratitude, and faith behind the celebration is universal. Eid is proof that diversity and unity can exist together and that joy transcends borders. Now, I already told y'all Eid's food is special, but let me go deeper. It's a culinary tour of the world. In South Asia, families whip up biryanis, halwas, and sheer kurma with love and care. The Middle East serves ma'mal, baklava, and spiced lamb dishes. Turkey brings kadayif and sweet pastries. In Indonesia, it's opor ayam and coconut rice. Even in Africa, savory stews and grilled meats dominate the day. Kitchens bustle with families preparing meals for hours, not just for themselves but to share with neighbors and the poor. Food on Eid is about abundance, gratitude, and togetherness. Every bite carries tradition, love, and blessings, making the meal a spiritual and social celebration. Folks, if you ain't tasted Eid's food, you ain't lived. Now listen, Eid ain't just about praying and eating. It's about joy, culture, and expression. Across the Muslim world, celebrations include music, dance, and public performances. In Pakistan and India, families gather for folk songs and drum performances. In Morocco, dancers perform traditional routines in colorful attire. In Turkey, children sing songs and recite poems. Even in the West, communities host cultural shows blending heritage with modern entertainment. And here's the beauty. It's not about excess, it's about participation. Everyone joins in, from elders to kids, creating a communal heartbeat of joy. The laughter, clapping, and music make Eid a festival for all senses, reminding everyone that faith and fun can walk hand in hand. While Eid is a day of joy, many Muslims also take time to remember loved ones who passed away. Families visit graves, clean headstones, and offer prayers for mercy and blessing. It's a reminder that life is precious, that family extends beyond the living, and that gratitude includes remembering those who came before us. Children learn about ancestors, faith, and respect. Even in cities crowded with celebrations, these quiet moments bring reflection and humility. It balances the jubilation with spirituality. Eid is not just about what's in front of you, it's about honoring the past while celebrating the present. Now let's talk about fashion again, folks, 'cause Eid ain't Eid without dressing your best. In South Asia, women wear brightly colored saris, lehenga, or salar kameez, often with gold or silver embroidery that catches the sunlight. Men wear kurta pajamas, sherwanis, or traditional robes, and kids show off their mini versions of the outfits. In the Middle East, men wear elegant thobes, women wear embroidered abayas, sometimes accented with sparkling jewelry. Even in Western countries, Muslim families mix tradition with modern trends, suits, dresses, and hijabs in vibrant colors. And let me tell you, it's not just about style, it's about respect, pride, and celebrating the blessings of life. The clothes, the colors, the care taken in every detail, it's a visual expression of faith, joy, and community love. Now Eid ain't just for praying and eating, it's for playing too. Across the world, children and adults enjoy traditional games, sports, and competitions. In Pakistan and India, kids play cricket or football while families organize board games and contests for laughter-filled fun. In the Middle East, camel races or local folk games are part of public festivities. Even in Western countries, Muslim communities organize fun runs, family sports events, and games in parks. These activities bring generations together, encourage teamwork, and add an extra layer of joy. The games teach kids about patience, sportsmanship, and celebration. And let me tell you, the laughter that echoes through the parks and streets during Eid, that's what makes it unforgettable. It's fun with purpose, joy with heart. Now y'all, while streets and mosques get decked out, homes get special attention too. Families decorate rooms with lights, balloons, colorful banners, and fresh flowers to welcome guests and make the day festive. Kids help hang decorations, place ornaments and set up special areas for photos. Some families even create small altars with sweets and gifts, or arrange flowers to represent gratitude and blessings. These personal touches make Eid feel intimate, warm and memorable. Walking into a decorated home on Eid morning, you feel joy, love, and care in every corner. It's a reminder that celebration isn't just public spectacle. It starts in the heart and in your home, surrounded by family and community. After prayers and meals, families visit neighbors, friends, and even strangers, sharing sweets, greetings, and sometimes meals. In villages, neighbors drop by uninvited, bringing small gifts and hugs. In cities, people organize open houses, inviting coworkers, friends, and friends of friends. It's a day of unity, inclusivity, and warmth. Visiting neighbors strengthens bonds, spreads joy, and reminds everyone that Eid is a communal celebration. And let me tell you, that spirit of openness, laughter, and generosity is one of the reasons Eid leaves a lasting mark on everyone's heart. Finally, Eid is a time for reflection and gratitude. Beyond the food, gifts, clothes, and fun, Muslims pause to thank Allah for the blessings in their lives, family, health, faith, and community. They reflect on their actions over the past year, seek forgiveness, and set intentions for the future. It's a balance between celebration and spirituality. Children learn about humility and gratitude. Adults reconnect with faith, and communities grow closer. The prayers, the charity, the joy, the togetherness, all of it reminds everyone that Eid isn't just a holiday. It's a celebration of life, love, and faith. That's the true magic of Eid, y'all. A day where hearts are full, spirits are lifted, and gratitude turns simple moments into lifelong memories. So here's the truth, folks. Eid ain't just a holiday. It's a global celebration of faith, love, and community. From the bustling streets of Cairo to quiet villages in Indonesia, from the deserts of Saudi Arabia to cities in America, Muslims everywhere come together to pray, share, give, feast, and rejoice. It's a time to strengthen family bonds, honor traditions, empower the young, support the needy, and embrace the blessings of life. And you know what's beautiful? Despite differences in culture, language, and geography, the spirit of Eid is the same everywhere. Gratitude, generosity, joy, and togetherness. That, my friends, is the real heart of Eid. So next time you see a celebration, remember, it ain't just about the day, it's about the love, faith, and community that make it unforgettable.